Isn't it wild how when you go to the hospital and you give birth to your kid and they're just like, here you go, here's your kid, like after so many hours, and you're literally getting in the car and you're like, I have no idea how to be a parent. I'm gonna fail. Like, it just, that being said, you don't have to have everything figured out right away. I feel like we've all experienced that in some sense, or we jumped right into potty training, or we started a new job and we don't know what we're doing. In that aspect, it's expected not to know how to do it. You're still going to learn. So why are we putting all this pressure on ourselves to be the perfect mother, the perfect homemaker, the perfect cook and expert, perfect homeschooler? Why are we putting all this expectation on ourselves to be perfect when we still don't know what we're doing? You don't have to have it all figured out right away the first time. I've definitely experienced this in myself where I'm trying to start a new craft or start a new skill. Meal planning, I've talked about this so many times, but the first time I started meal planning, I did all the things, the circulars, the coupons, trying to plan a whole week's worth. I tried to plan a whole month's worth, and I was not ready yet, but I expected myself to have it all figured out. And when I made a mistake, I was really hard on myself. The truth is I was able to learn from that mistake and get better. And now it's worked itself out. And sometimes I still make meal planning mistakes. But that's the thing. I've had to acknowledge to myself that I am a human and I don't need to be perfect. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new, you've heard me talk about progress over perfection over and over and over. Social media makes it look like we need to be perfect. We need to have our life organized. If I'm going to start YouTubing, I need to make sure that my whole background is clutter free. But in reality, it's okay if we're just trying to make things work. It's okay that the first time you try to do something, it's not spectacular. It's not perfect. Maybe it's got a few flaws in it. Actually, that reminds me of my mom when she first started quilting. She found somewhere in all of her quilting advice that the Amish, when they make quilts, they purposefully leave a mistake in their quilt because they believe that having a perfect quilt or a human-made perfect item mocks God. Like nothing can be as perfect as God. Now, whether you're deliberately leaving a mistake in a craft or you accidentally left a mistake, that's okay because no one is perfect. Matthew 6:34 says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." Trying to have everything figured out and trying to make all the things fit into a plan and just not make it flexible is going to give us a lot of anxiety, especially when it comes to the future where we can't plan for the future in some ways. We can't plan for an unexpected event or expect an unexpected event because they happen. And truly, that is where we learn. That's where we gain precious skills and precious characteristics because we are learning from things we could not prepare for and from things that we didn't have all figured out. So my action tip for you is just focus on the next right step. What are you trying to improve upon? What are you trying to learn? What are you trying to get better at? And just do it once at a time. Don't try to do it all at once. You got this, mamas. I'm going to go finish cleaning my kitchen. It's not that bad, but there is some mess right here that I'm not showing you.